Join us as we spend 4 days exploring the gorgeous coastline and ancient city of Dubrovnik. Welcome back to another vlog coming to you from beautiful Dubrovnik.
Yeah, so we're sitting on a cannon right now. Outside, over on the port side of the town. We're outside the walls, but we're just outside the gate.
And we're gonna take you into the Old Town. It's a gorgeous sunny day. As you can see, it's a little bit breezy. It's the shoulder season right now.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's not as crowded as it is in the busy season. So I think we're gonna have a great time walking around the city. So we just went through the Buza Gate. It's on the Banje Beach side of the city.
They do sell a Dubrovnik pass. It's like, what, 40 euros, and it covers walking on the wall and a couple other museums and galleries, but you don't need it in order to go into the Old City or the Old Town. The Old Town is free.
Yeah, and you still have access to the port, and walking around the Old Town is amazing in and of itself. But we will take you up on the wall later in the video. A lot of the excursions that people can do in the city that have to do with boats and water go out of this little port here. And you can go snorkeling, you can go on a trip to some of the islands. So yeah, this is a handy spot, and it's a beautiful little port as well. As you walk around the city, you see all of these stores. Of course, most of you will have known by now that Game of Thrones was filmed here, and this is that amazing medieval city that everybody saw in the show, and it was known as King's Landing. And we'll show you some of the other sites along the way.
I've never seen the show, but I can definitely tell why a movie or a show would be filmed here. It looks unreal. This area was built in what, 900?
I think it was 800. They call it the 9th century.
The 9th century AD. So it's incredible, and it's been restored and kept up quite well.
Yeah.
So those soaps, 15 euros a bar. Which, of course, they're handmade soaps. They're gorgeous, smell amazing, but 15 euros for soap. Whew.
So the few times that we've been into the city so far, this little farmer's market is going on in this piazza. Well taken care of kitties all around town. This is the main street that you come to when you go through the main gate. And we were in here a couple days ago. There were a lot of tour groups, which I'm sure there will be as the day goes on here again. But our cab driver on the way in from the airport was explaining to us that in high season, it's like almost unbearable, like shoulder to shoulder people in here.
I think he was saying they might start charging to come in here.
Yeah. So something to consider if you want to avoid crowds, to come in a shoulder season like spring or fall. Okay, so we're up high now.
And we're noticing there's a lot of apartments.
Yeah, there's a lot of cute little apartments inside the walls along the way.
But we're pretty sure most of them are Airbnbs, and basically they might advertise as a hotel, but they're different little Airbnb units throughout the we're out of breath, throughout the Old Town.
Yeah, so definitely something to consider if you want to be right in the heart of it, but we'll show you some other options outside in the surrounding areas as well later in the video.
Yeah.
Soon after you go through the main gates, if you go up one of the stairwells to the left, you will, head towards this tower, which is on the top of one of the corners of the walls, and you will come upon this amazing basketball court overlooking the city. It's one of the best views of the city that you can have without being up on the walls.
Okay, I've got an incredibly unique fountain for you guys to check out. The restaurant featuring this lovely fountain is called Lady Pee-Pee. Quite accurate. Just in case you were wondering, it's not really lacking for crowds right now either, because there's tons of tour groups. So there's plenty going on for sure.
So up here behind us is the Jesuit staircase near Gondolik Square, and it's the location where Cersei did her walk of shame in the Game of Thrones season 5. And there's these streets along the way that she was walking along as well.
Derek found a public restroom charging €5.
So just waiting here to go to the bathroom, there's this hole in the wall where they would have used it for putting a bow and arrow through.
At the market, you can pick up, $3 cider, or there you have wine. They have like a pretty good selection. At this bar, you can come down, and this is actually considered a beach. So you can sit here and just kind of have your own little drink instead of paying the €18 or €16 or whatever it is for a cocktail up there.
The view from the best seat in the quote bar / Dubrovnik Beach. So they call this Dubrovnik Beach. It's common, we find in a lot of the area around here. We're from California. We're used to sandy beaches. Around here, a quote beach can be a pebbly beach. It can be a bunch of rocks with like a pad that they've laid down of cement. But it all works because the sea is incredibly calm a lot of the time. Today with this wind, and it's almost like you're on the edge of a pool. We'll show you in other days here in our video.
Yeah, it is interesting to have just a cement slab as your beach.
Yeah.
But it does make it very accessible because it's flat and it's smooth.
Yeah. So it's a nice. We're used to Southern California or the Pacific Ocean, and it's been really pleasurable to get used to the sea and how calm and inviting it can be. Today we're exiting the walls through the Plos Gate. It's on the Banye Beach side of the city. Hi. Hi, kitty. Come back here. Hi. Okay, so we use Google Maps all the time when we're traveling all around the world, and some cities it knows better than others, and so sometimes it sends you astray. Well, today we were asking it to take us to the market on the way back to our Airbnb, and it sent us astray up to the best view we've found yet from above of Old Town.
Derek and I stopped by the market on the way home because I needed a few ingredients to cook with, and I just thought I'd talk to you a little bit about the prices just so you had a little bit of an idea. So we went by a normal supermarket here in Dubrovnik, and this big package of spinach was €1.99. And then another thing I bought was this ground meat, which he ground it right there when I was there, and so it's freshly ground, which I don't recall getting that in the US in quite some time. But this was just shy of a half a kilo. So it's right around a pound, a little bit over a pound. And this was €7.59. I'm going to make us some tortellini tonight for dinner, and I'm going to use the ground beef and the spinach that I showed you to make a simple sauce for it. Salt in the water. I'm going to add some onions while the meat's going. And I'll chop up my garlic. Whenever we move into a new house, I always check what seasonings they already have. Two of the seasonings, aside from salt and black pepper, that I find the most useful for most all the cooking I do are dried oregano and red chili flakes to make things a little bit spicy. Okay, I've got the meat almost cooked, and I'm adding in my rough chopped garlic, and I've got the tortellini going. They have a couple minutes left on them. And then this is going to look like a lot, but of course we all know spinach cooks down quite a bit. Okay, we've got the spinach cooked down a little bit. I've added a little cooking water from the tortellinis, which are drained now, and I'm just going to get some sauce in here. I only want to use about half of this. I don't need to use the whole thing. So I wanted to keep the tortellini separate, like I didn't cook it through in the sauce because I wanted the sauce a little separate. So I'm plating it this way today. I'm putting a little bit of the tortellini, and then I'm just going to hit it with a little more red chili flakes. I have some in the sauce as well, but we like things a little bit spicy. And then I'm just going to ladle on this sauce.
It's delicious.
He's always a good customer. Good morning. It's actually just the edge of morning. We left our place. It's like 11:30 right now, and we're headed to the beach. So this one could get a swim in. And the neighborhood we're staying in is La Pad, and it's got this gorgeous park that you go up and over the hill to get to some of the really pretty beaches in Lapad. So we're gonna go over there, and Derek's gonna swim, and we're gonna have a picnic because I made some sandwiches. So it's gonna be nice.
Come along, and we're lucky. Yesterday was really windy, as we showed you in the video. So today is just a gorgeous day for being at the beach. So just a couple of minutes after you leave the pavement and go to the gravelly dirt type trail, and that marker is also marked by the sign that we just showed you with the trail on it. To your left, you'll see a single track go up the hill. It's really well marked with these markers on the trees and stones with paint. And we haven't done it yet, but I've read a good amount about it, and we are going to be doing that. If it's in the All Trails app, I'll put a link to that in the description of the video for you to use. If you use All Trails, we do, and it's wonderful.
So our cab driver was telling us yesterday that Lapad is the second to last northern neighborhood, and then Gruz is the last northern neighborhood. But because of that, we're kind of on the side of the port, on the southern side of the port, beautiful beaches, and on the northern side, more like as you head towards Gruz, there are a lot of kind of fancy hotels and beach clubs. So we may go over there a little bit later, not today, but another day, to have a sunset cocktail and sit out there. But yeah, we really like this end. It's not as close to the old city, or Old Town, but really cool. Looking forward to being there. It's getting a little rocky for flips.
Yeah. So behind me here is the opening of the Lapad little bay and beach area. And you can see in the distance there's some islands, and then there's this gorgeous little rocky outcrop of an island that's relatively near the coast here. There's a lot of little, quote, beaches and little rocky nooks to swim in along this coastline. And so this one is called Plaza Splendid on the Google Maps. So if you want to figure out how to get down here, I suggest you just go to Google Maps and plot your way into Plaza Splendid, and it'll steer you into all these little narrow stairways you have to walk along in the little coastal path.
Pretty epic water. And this is a Croatian beach. So a lot of steps and stones, but absolutely gorgeous water.
The water is Blue as blue can be and crystal clear. Well, I grew up in California in NorCal, where the seas are relatively rough. And SoCal and just the ocean in general, you know, you've got waves, you've got swell, and it's exciting. I love it. I've surfed a lot of my life and have not, up until, you know, this last year, really experienced the sea very much. And look at how beautifully calm it is here. It's almost like you're at a pool or a lake. And there's a lot of life down there. I'm gonna take the camera out and show you in a little bit here. Snorkeling. It's nothing like the tropics in regards to colors and stuff, but yeah, really loving the sea.
My little outpost. All right, pretty much have this beach to myself. Another young woman just came down. She's hanging out and saw this cool older lady grabbed her boogie board and her fins and just paddled all the way across this bay. That bay.
They were like clear with like some little neon colors coming along the sides of them.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and you almost miss them. Like they're just so clear and tiny. And some of them were like this big, some of them were like this big.
Wow.
So I hope I caught them on the footage.
Are you kind of hungry?
Yeah, picnic time.
You're probably freezing too. Are you cold?
Well, not too bad. It's pretty cold. Actually, it wasn't. Yeah, it's bearable.
Like upper 60s still, you think?
Yeah, mid to upper 60s. Sweetie, so what do we got?
There you go. Here's your Sammy.
Yum.
I made these sandwiches kind of like I made for Tuscany. Just mortadella and salami and like some artichokes. I'm not going to really show you because it doesn't really, you know, it's a made sandwich.
Yum.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you're enjoying the video, to like and subscribe. heading out to walk the walls of the old city.
The buses here in Dubrovnik are really convenient. They're like €250 a ride, but we're here for a while, so we bought a pass of 20 for like €1 each ride, the 20 total. Cheaper than the Uber, but there is Uber here as well if you'd like to use that, and it's not drastically expensive either. It's definitely worth considering.
We're going to pick up the map right now since we've already got our Dubrovnik passes.
So we're starting today out over at Banje Beach. This is one of the larger beaches in the area. A lot of people choose to stay over here too. It's a really easy, like 5-minute walk into Old Town. It's a little bit north of Old Town. Yeah, and when you're choosing where to stay, the La Pad area is about a 10-minute bus ride in to Old Town, and it's about a 40 to 45-minute walk, which is easy and beautiful as well.
And now we're going to go walk the wall. In case you were wondering, a lot of Dubrovnik was damaged during the 1990s war. About 800 plus buildings were completely destroyed, and I think it was like another 1,100 were heavily damaged. So they got a lot of financial support from the UNESCO group.
Like 10 minutes into our tour of the walls, and it became apparent quite quickly that the walls are definitely worth the hype. It's gorgeous up here.
Yeah, amazing views, and just historically speaking, you get a real feel for the town, and yeah, it's just very, very medieval feeling. Want to pay a fortune for some water or something?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. There are several cliffside bars in the old city, so it's worth keeping your eyes out for them.
So we're on the port side now, and the wall is super thick on this side, I imagine to protect from cannonballs. And you can hear the church going off in the background over there. One of the things I really like about these old medieval structures around the world, whether they be a church or a wall like this, especially we saw it in Tuscany on the walled cities, those were the little peek holes where the archers protect the inside of the wall from invasion. We're probably about an hour and a half into our walk around the wall. We've taken it slowly, but highly recommend to do that because it's so beautiful. And
they say to a lot like 2 hours, which I think is about right.
Yes. And I would say it's a good idea too, if you have time in your itinerary, to do the wall on a separate day from when you walk around the rest of the Old Town.
Yeah, that would just make it more enjoyable because you wouldn't be so tired. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of steps. It's something like 1,500 steps altogether with the wall, not all at once, all together.
Up, down.
But
up, down.
yeah, so.
We're headed up to get some lunch now. We decided to leave the Old Town, and we found after being here and looking around that the prices for restaurants and drinks go down like 30 to 50% as soon as you leave those walls. So we're gonna take you along to a place that we found on one of our other walks to get some food. Okay, we're going to Vita Bella. Seeing any good stuff?
Yeah,
What?
everything looks good right now. I'm starving. Oh, thank you so much. You know me. Good woman. Yay, sweetie.
Cheers, sweetie.
Cheers, my love.
What'd you get, sweetie?
That's yummy. I got salad, Caesar salad, like a kind of Caesar salad with warm chicken. And then this is like a calzone with like tuna and olives, I think.
Nice. This pizza called the Oh My Goodness. It's got pickles, chicken, onions, tartar sauce instead of tomato sauce. Very unique. We'll see. Oh yeah, and then I got the Greek salad, which looks really good. Classic Greek. Classic Italian without the...
Uncut.
Yep.
The calzone here is really good because the dough is like just so yummy. I don't know if you can see that. It's just, it's perfect.
Is, oh my goodness, good. It's uniquely good. We've had a nice relaxing morning here at our place, and we're going to be settling in to get a little bit of work done. And then we're gonna bring you along with us for a beautiful walk along the coastline here at La Pad, out to a wonderful sunset spot.
Thing is uploading to YouTube. It's a little bit after 3:30 right now, so we're gonna go catch the sunset. It's actually getting pretty cold out, so we're all snuggled up.
We're heading down the hill to the coast, and There's a cute little market along the way that has nice options for drinks to go.
We had these spreets before and they're really good. This time it's not going to be that cold because they're closing for the season, so they already unplugged the fridge, but it'll still be delicious. Oh, looking so nice, looking real friendly.
So we're walking along Promenada La Pad. Beautiful walk along the coast here that goes out to the end of the peninsula. And there's little bars and restaurants along the way. And it's also great snorkeling, little spots to jump in with some stairs to help you get out. It's a pretty rocky coast, but it's just beautiful.
This is a nice spot. We've been here. Last time we kind of scoped it out and we thought maybe it would be full because the spot before it was packed just now. But this one we have to ourselves. First step, open the snacks. Spreets time. That is a good spreets. That's amazingly good for €260. Cheers. To coming out of the house. They're very fresh tasting.
Yeah, it looked like a good quality. The clouds are set up pretty nicely for the sunset.
Yeah. I'm so curious if what I would think of it here in the summer.
I've given that some good thought. And I think, now this is me who doesn't mind swimming in this water. I prefer it now than summer, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no, I'm not saying, no. What I'm saying is vibe-wise, including the fact that then you have the beaches to use.
I'm assuming the vibe would be in line with what I just said, you know?
Worse?
Yeah.
What my impression of the town would be. Not my impression of like the tourism, or if I would be like, okay, it's a little too crowded for me, but it's awesome. It's kind of hard to make for me to make a hard and fast judgment on it because it's such a like beach, ocean, or sea oriented town. So I feel like it's a little maybe unfairly judging it when you can't use its major like amenity.
Yeah.
You know, unlike other places like Venice, Italy or something, if you go in the summer, of course it's more crowded than in the winter, but it really doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't affect your activities very much.
Because that's not the central thing of Venice is to go swimming.
Yeah.